Hello, my dear students. In this presentation, I am going to discuss with you about the different types of surfactants. Surfactants, it is also referred as surface active agent, which is used to reduce the interfacial tension. Okay. Let us move with this presentation. Here I am going to discuss with you about different classes. So there are four types of surfactants, and these four types are based upon the composition of the polarity that is present in the head group. So already in the surfactant introduction video, we discussed about the head group and tail group, and here it is based on the polarity of the head group. So based on the polarity of the head group, we can categorize surfactants into four categories: non-ionic, anionic, cationic, and amphoteric. So this amphoteric, we can also refer this as zwitterionic. So now we will discuss one by one. So before going deep into that, okay, single line introduction about the types. Non-ionic surfactant, they don't have any charge group in its head. Okay, the head part do not have any charge. Okay, the head of an ionic surfactant carries a net charge. If the net charge is negative, then it is called as anionic. Okay, if it is positive, then it is called as cationic. If the surfactant contains a head with two oppositely charged groups, then it is called as zwitterionic. Okay, so non-ionic, no charge, and anionic, negative charge, cationic, positive charge, zwitterionic, which contains two oppositely charged groups. So now this is the picture which simplifies the overall four types of the surfactants. So first one is hydrophobe, and another part we can call it as a hydrophile. Okay, that is hydrophilic and lipophilic. So in case of anionic, you can able to see minus symbol, cationic plus symbol, amphoteric, both symbols are present, and non-ionic, there is no charges. And as mentioned earlier, surfactants are the materials that lower the surface tension, or we can call lower the interfacial tension between two liquids or between a liquid and a solid. Okay, but in practical sense, the surfactants can be used for different purposes. It can be used as a wetting agent, emulsifier, foaming agent, dispersant. Okay. Apart from that, it also plays a very major role in various industries. Say for example, dispersing agent, emulsifying agent, cleaning agent, wetting agent, foaming agent, and also anti-foaming agents. It finds major application in preparing paints, emulsions, adhesives, inks, biocides, that is sanitizers, shampoos, toothpaste, firefighting foams, detergents, insecticides, de-inking of the recycled papers, and ski waxes, spermicides. These are all the major area where the surfactants plays a important role. A few slides describing the individual example for surfactant, and this is the slide which shows the example for non-ionic surfactant. So non-ionic surfactant, the example is polyoxyethylene glycol, polyoxyethylene glycol, octyl phenol ethers. Here the trade name is Triton X100. Okay, and another example, polyoxyethylene glycol, alkyl phenol ether. The trade name is non-oxynol. Okay, and polysorbate, span, poloxamer. So I have given many examples, out of which you can include 2-3 examples. Okay, so this is the list of non-ionic surfactants. Then comes anionic surfactants. Anionic surfactants, here various functional groups present in their head are sulfonate, phosphate, sulfate, and carboxylate. Okay, it also includes ammonium lauryl sulfide, sodium lauryl, and other related alkyl ether sulfate. Okay, so these are all the examples which coming under anionic surfactants. It also includes sodium stearate. Sodium stearate is a very important anionic surfactant. Commonly we can call it as a soap. Okay. So other anionic surfactant includes dioctyl sodium sulfosuccinate, linear alkyl benzene sulfonate, and alkyl aryl ether phosphates. Okay. And again the list continues, and here I have given what is the trade name. That trade name is nothing but the brand name, and what is the chemical name and applications of different surfactant molecules. Pentex is nothing but DODS. It is used as a wetting agent, coating agent, and also it is used in toothpaste. Okay, so likewise I have given the list of anionic surfactants. Okay, so out of which you please learn at least 5 examples along with their chemical name and applications. Okay. So then moving to cationic surfactants. Cationic surfactants, as mentioned earlier, it composed of positively charged head. Okay. So majority application, it is used as an antimicrobial and antifungal. It is mainly used in household, institutional and industrial cleaning purposes. Okay. Here I have given major 3 examples: benzalkonium chloride, cetylpyridinium chloride, benzethonium chloride. And because of the cationic nature, the main mechanism of cationic surfactant, it is used to disturb the cell membrane of the bacteria and virus. It is used to disturb the cell membrane of bacteria and virus. And because of this property, it is used as an antimicrobial agent. And it includes another 2 major examples, CTAB and CTAC. Cetyl trimethyl ammonium bromide, cetyl trimethyl ammonium chloride. And here comes the last one, zwitterionic surfactant. Zwitterionic surfactants, also referred as amphoteric surfactants, they have both cationic and anionic centers which is attached to the same molecule. Okay, so the anionic part can be variable, that is different, and it includes sulfonates. Example I have given here, CHAPS. CHAPS, it is abbreviated as coal-amidopropyl dimethyl ammonio propyne sulfonate. So that is abbreviated as CHAPS. And another example, betaines. Betaines such as coke amidopropyl betaine. Okay, it is having carboxylate with the ammonium. The cationic part is based on either the primary, secondary or tertiary amines or quaternary ammonium cation. Okay, so the zwitterions surfactants are often sensitive to pH and they behave as anionic or cationic based upon the pH of the environment where we are utilizing this one. Okay. This is the final picture which shows the action of zwitterion. So at lower pH it behaves as a cation, and at higher pH it behaves as an anion. Okay. So at favorable pH it acts as a zwitterion. So this is the picture which shows the action of zwitterion, how they are acting as a cation and anion depending upon the pH. Okay. So that's all about the different classes of surfactants and their applications. So thank you all.